Here we are for another live with Love Tribe. Today we're going to have an amazing guest. We're going to talk about purpose. We're going to talk about career. And we're going to talk about love involvement with Kelly Razzberry, huge celebrity in the radio and drag queen world. So I'd like to welcome Kelly Razzberry to the seat. Come on in, girl.
Don't get the feet, girl. Don't get the feet. Don't get the feet. What's up, you guys? Oh my gosh. Did they get the feet?
No, they can't get the feet. Thank you so much for being here. Cheers.
Cheers. Here's mine for me. Is that mine or yours?
Oh, shoot. I can't
no,
tell.
that's nude.
Wait,
nude.
That's nude? Okay, that's mine. That's my lipstick. Okay. All right, Kelly. So here at Love Tribe, we love talking about enlightenment. So one of the reasons I wanted to have you over, and thank you so much for coming to my show.
Of course. I'm so happy that you just finally started doing something like this. I'm really happy.
Yeah, okay. So here is something that I want our audience to know. I want them to know some interesting facts about you related to your purpose, related to how you developed your purpose into a career, but also how following something that's purposeful for you has impacted your, your love life, your romantic involvement. So let's start by...
Oh my word.
Yeah, I know.
We're going to get right into that.
Juicy. Okay, so
Juicy.
let's get into talking about how did you discover your purpose in life?
Well, before that, can we get into this look? Do I look sexy? You look like you just came from France.
We just came from Le Français.
I look like I'm a principal.
Je suis a newspaper.
I know. Oh my god, I sound like a smoker. I sound like Big Ant.
No.
Well, I do smoke cigarettes.
Well, it's okay.
But lately, I've had such a bad cough lately. So like my
this
throat
weather
is
hasn't
so
been
raspy.
good. It's been raining.
I know it's super rainy. I've been so raspy. I sound like Big Ant, girl. Like.
Some people like raspy voices. Just saying.
I love the wise men. Very nice cars, gorgeous furs, and they're very good looking.
Oh yes. Okay. So Kelly, tell us, how did you find the path to your purpose?
Oh my gosh.
What led you there?
So it started, I want to say 2013, 2012. No, actually 2014. 10 years ago. I'm bad at math. We're in 2023.
Yeah.
Minus 10.
Yeah.
2013.
Getting closer, girl.
Sorry.
Getting closer. I want you to be in frame.
Don't get too close. I'm not a lesbian, bro.
Okay.
I look like a lesbian right now, but.
Okay.
But okay. So it started 10 years ago. I met Kimberly Venom, who's my drag mother right now.
Oh, Kimberly Venom.
Yeah, she's amazing. One day she told me, she was like, I want to put you in drag. I'm not gonna say where she put me in drag, so seedy, but she put me in drag, and oh my gosh, as soon as she put me in makeup and a wig and just a little like cha-cha dress, girl, like a little moo-moo.
Did you feel like you found like that feeling of like, this is me?
Girl, yes. I don't know, there was something that I was like, I am meant to do this.
Right.
I don't know, I've never had that experience anywhere else except for that moment.
Okay.
And it's been 10 years and I still have such a passion for it.
Right.
My mom always tells me that, I went to the fair with my mom and she said to me, she was like, I still haven't found my passion. And it's crazy because my mom is 50?
Yeah.
And for me, this is my passion. Every time I get in drag, I'm so like ambitious, excited to get into drag. And I know that this is my passion. This is what I'm meant to do.
I'm not gonna lie, like every time I see Kelly Razzberry get ready, it's like you transform into another person.
I do.
I don't think you realize it. It's like the way you like grab onto the makeup brush and onto your face, and like your movements become so like I don't know, just so amazing. Like you become another character. Yeah. And it's a really lovely thing to watch.
I'm a Virgo, so I'm a perfectionist. I think getting ready to your house, I've asked you 20,000 times, how do I look? Do I look okay?
I think you look fantastic.
Oh, thank you. It's that I'm always constantly evolving different looks.
Right.
And different images of me, and I think drag never stops. You never stop learning with drag.
Exactly.
And that's what I love that's why I'm passionate about drag. Okay. I can't just stick to just one face or one outfit. No, I just have to change it up every time.
What phase of your life before you got dressed up, before you were put in a dress, was there a stage in life?
Before you got put in a dress?
Yeah.
Well.
Before you got put in a dress. No, before that happened, was there a moment where you felt to yourself like, I love the spotlight. I love the theatrical of it, theatrical part of it. Was there a moment like when you were younger? Because
Oh yeah.
for the teens, I also always think like at that stage in life when we don't know who we are. Did you have a moment where you kind of figured it out?
Yeah, I want to say when I was probably like 5.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying I would have like this little karaoke, and I was saying part of your world.
Okay.
And look, I'm part of this world. So I was saying I would literally walk around as a little cowboy in my little whitey tighties, like singing and entertaining a crowd.
Oh, that's
And
good.
my grandmother, my grandma from my dad's side told me, she was like, she told my, well, she didn't tell me, she told my other grandma, she's like, your grandson is gonna be gay.
Okay.
Yeah. And she got really offended because she was like, no, that is not true, and this isn't that. But little by little, it was just at a little young age, I was attracted to the boys.
You already were. Okay.
Yeah.
So in discovering, what your purpose was, what made you feel passionate about life, how did you then apply that and transform it into a job, into a career? What led you into that path? Like, how did that start?
In the sense of drag?
Yeah. How did Kelly Razzberry get to be Kelly Razzberry?
I've always been, and I've always taken the drag very serious. Okay. I take it as my business, my name, my image. I'm just my family not accept. They didn't care that I was gay, but them seeing me in drag, they were like, "Oh, you're gonna sell yourself. She's gonna be a hooker." I mean, I have a Hispanic family, so they think that I'm gonna sell myself, that I'm transitioning, and it's not that. I really found this art form, and I took it very serious. So, I was working for Power 96 as an intern.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Power 96. Who were the DJs with
I was
you?
working with the morning show. It was Lucy Lopez, JP, and Big Lip.
Okay.
And at that time, I was in Miami-Dade College, writing for the Reporter. And I was like, you know what? I really studying mass communications, never finished, girl. The gay world got to me, girl. Got to me. So I ended up working. I did this thing on Twitter. I messaged Lucy Lopez. I said to her, I would love to be an intern at Power 96. And she said, come to the studio. And they all had a meeting with me, and they hired me to be a celebrity gossip writer for the morning show.
And how was your journey in working in radio?
Well, after I left Power, there was somebody in the station that hit me up and said, hey, that she was working for 93.5 Revolution Dance. They're gonna kill me if I said that wrong, honey. Okay, but she said they're looking for a drag queen to host a morning show. So I was like, I don't know how to host a mic or break a mic. Right. I just know a little bit of the boards, and I barely talking to Mike. So she was like, just go for the interview. I went to the interview. 2 weeks later, they hired me. So it showed my family that I was taking drag very serious, and I was becoming not just a drag queen working in a club. I was taking drag to mainstream.
And also that you manifested something you probably were thinking about.
And really was not thinking so big into it.
Were you chasing it? Or would you say that it found you?
It found me.
It found
you?
Yeah. So the initial step of going into radio, and I think this is important because I'm going to talk about enlightenment a lot, and about how being connected in that way allows you to understand how to manifest things in your life. What guided you to the first radio gig? What led you there?
Oh my gosh, just being ambitious.
Being ambitious?
Yeah, because it's somebody in the reporter in the newspaper, because I was a freshman in college. I said, I want to be, sorry girls, that I sweat so much on my upper lip, honey.
We're authentic.
I'm a big girl, honey. I'm a big girl.
Authentic in this channel.
So, someone said to me and said, you cannot apply. You can't do any internship because you're not, how do I say it, a junior.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to prove you wrong. And that's how I got it, because I was ambitious. I'm still ambitious to this day.
So that one moment of wanting to go beyond yourself for yourself and prove, I guess, society wrong, led to you then manifesting something later on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was unexpected for you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. So then you were working with the radio station as the morning host.
I was.
How was that experience?
It was great. We'll keep it at that. No, listen.
Was it something that you would still want to be doing?
Yes and no. The reason why I say yes, because I love talking on the microphone. I love being on radio. I loved it. I love talking to the audience.
Okay.
I was a voice. I was a different voice.
You had callers also?
I did.
Right?
I had callers, yeah. And the reason why I would not go back now, and I think I was talking to somebody about this, is because radio is so scripted.
Okay.
A radio personality is supposed to be a radio personality.
Mm-hmm.
What and how can you engage with the audience? And now with radio, everything is there's so many breaks that you have to just say that you're just not. Remember Beauty Shop, the school? I mean,
Yeah.
Beauty Shop, the movie.
Yeah, the movie. I was like, the school.
Sorry.
I've been to the beauty shop school.
Sorry.
The beauty school.
The black lady that she does the microphone,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's so engaging.
Yeah.
That's how I would see that movie thousands of times just to see that lady.
Okay.
Because I was like, I want to be just like her. I want to engage.
Right.
There was a radio personality in Power 96 called Africa.
I don't remember her.
I think
it's been a while now.
I think I'm saying it right. I think it was Africa on Power 96. Yeah. And she was so engaging with the audience that I loved. I loved it.
You wanted to be like that.
Right. And I wouldn't. That's the only way. I wouldn't go to radio now because I know that I'll be scripted.
Okay.
I want to be authentic, either Eddie, which is my boy name, or authentic and real Kelly Razzberry. You know?
Right. Oh, take us to that. That's another thing I want to ask, because you are Kelly Razzberry professionally for drag.
Yeah.
But in real life, you're Eddie.
I'm Eddie.
You're Eddie. How do you navigate those two worlds?
You just have to separate yourself. It's very hard because you're always thinking about Kelly. You have, okay, what is Kelly gonna do next? Who is Kelly gonna connect with next? How is Kelly gonna be different in the scene? So you're always constantly working. You don't stop. It's not like Eddie that he has a Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday he's off, and then he can relax. But with Kelly, I don't have. It's like I'm working 24/7 in my head.
Because you're thinking of other
Other things,
of
right?
Expanding your brand.
Right.
Okay. Now, you were working as the morning host. What was your step after that? Like, what was the next thing that you did after that?
Oh, girl, I ended up working for Macy's. It wasn't really exciting. Not really exciting. I was
Macy's is a great conglomerate department store.
Yeah.
However, it's
I know.
a huge store.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm not the type of person. I was in billboards for crying out loud, and that was just amazing. Like, and Guy Ocho, girl. Like, I saw myself in a billboard. I'm like, girl, I made it, girl.
Yeah.
But when everything happened,
the pandemic,
I left.
Or you left
Before, yeah.
Okay.
I left, and I needed a job, girl. I knew that radio was not gonna, come so quickly. So I was not afraid to work, and I've always been that. I need to find a job. I need to work.
Okay.
So
that is important.
Yeah.
I think people nowadays don't realize that just because you find your purpose doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to just, strike diamonds.
Right.
Because if it were that easy, then I think every person would be like, oh, this is my purpose. Boom, I've struck diamonds. My life is great now.
Right.
It doesn't work like that. I think that a lot of times you find your purpose, you know what it is, but then you are also going to be working in other fields and other arenas because you have to, there's something in that arena you have to fulfill or something you have to learn at that level to take you to the next stage.
Yeah.
Because life really is a journey, and even though everybody wants to get things done early and feel like they've achieved a certain level, what's the point of getting everything done?
Right.
To die and go to heaven? Like, maybe life is taking you on a trajectory like this because there is something that you're going to take in from that you need, or there's another person that you're going to inspire.
Right. Yeah.
So how was your experience at Macy's?
Oh my gosh. Well, so I was doing perfumes. I was selling perfumes.
Okay. Wait, as Eddie or as Kelly?
Girl, you imagine?
I don't know. It could be as Kelly.
What a shit show. Girl, you imagine? I mean, I'll be what? turning heads.
But it would be amazing.
Yeah,
I would
but
want you there as Kelly.
You know, it's so funny because people ask me, "Are you always dressed up?" I'm like, "Are you crazy? This takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
This takes time."
Well, you know.
Yeah. So, no, I actually was working for perfumes for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really wanted to go into makeup. I wanted to learn. I never got an opportunity to work in makeup. I don't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I applied to Sephora, denied. Ulta, denied. It was like always denial.
Right.
So I was working full-time at Macy's selling perfume, so I would get commission. So I was like, you know, a little decent check. But then I was like, you know what? I really, here comes the ambition part.
Mm-hmm.
I was very ambitious, very passionate. And I applied to Clinique.
Okay.
I applied to Clinique and I got hired.
Okay.
And it was good because it was part-time. I was going to take a paycheck cut
Mm-hmm.
that I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? But I did it. And it was so important because before any makeup, you put any makeup on your face, you start with skincare.
Exactly.
So I was selling Clinique and the whole floor of the cosmetic because, girl, the fall's dead, girl.
Yeah.
It was a girl. Have you ever been to the falls? It is dead, honey.
I haven't been there actually.
Oh, you should go. It's fabulous.
But it's dead.
It's dead, right? But
Why would I go?
you will get some great customer service.
Okay, I'll get great customer service because it's dead. I like that
Yeah,
actually. That's
right.
good. You know, don't be afraid to go to dead places. You may get service well.
Right, girl. Right.
So then tell us more about the skincare experience.
It was good, and then I just wanted to, and then from there I went to work at NYX Cosmetics in Dayland. Yeah.
NYX.
Yes.
NYX, yeah.
NYX, yes. And then I heard that Morphe was gonna open in Dayland.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? This is my opportunity to apply. I had the interview. I painted somebody because you had to paint somebody it was like a certification for you to get hired.
Mm-hmm.
And they believed in me, and I got hired at Morphe. And I opened the store. I opened the store with Jeffree Star, which was amazing. I forgot.
With Jeffree Star?
Yeah.
He was there?
Yes, he opened the store.
Get out.
Yeah, I will never forget his nails. He was showing her these nails. It was like, girl, what song do I come out to? You know, they always wanted to come out to a song.
Yeah, come out song,
Yeah, and I was like, girl, how about Sissy That Walk, Girl by RuPaul's Drag Race?
Mm.
And he was like, oh my God, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
And I beat myself up because I was going to go drag.
Right.
And
Did you?
No.
Why?
No, because it was a long ass day.
Ooh.
I know, it was very long. It was very hectic. And I heard from his makeup artist, Lipstick Nick, on the way when they were driving, because I messaged Lipstick Nick and I said, hey, Nick, I'm gonna get a drag for the opening.
Right.
She told Jeffree Star, she's like, girl, there's gonna be a drag queen there, girl. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, I wasn't in drag and I should have been in drag. The worst mistake of my life. So I've always.
Do you think something would have been different if you had gone in drag?
Who knows? I always have to go with my gut.
Right.
I'm the type of person that if I have a gut feeling, I have to go for it because there might be an opportunity missed.
Right.
So ever since that moment,
Do you think you missed your opportunity?
Well, you know, it would have been fun. It would have been fun to do something like that. But yeah, I kind of like, who knows?
I don't know. I think that okay. So that was a part of your journey in transforming Kelly Razzberry into something more like professional for you. But even had you even done anything different, would it anything have changed or been different? Maybe not.
Oh, I don't know. You never know. Like maybe he would have liked my energy so much that maybe I could have worked with a campaign with him. Or something like that.
Maybe you could have, or maybe it just wasn't meant to be just yet.
It wasn't meant to be just yet.
You know,
right.
not just yet. So then you worked at the Morphe store for how long?
I worked at Morphe and I had 2 jobs at the same time. I was my God, girl. Yes.
So that was 3 jobs?
I was working for Morphe. Am I in this? Girl, I said I'm so big, honey. I'm big, honey. So
big energy.
Big energy. So anyway, I was working 2 jobs because I was going through a lot of financial stuff. So I was working at a hotel, condominium, and I was working for Morphe. Okay. Like I did not stop working.
How did you find time for rest?
I didn't, and I wasn't doing drag at the time because I took a 3-year break. I had to for my soul. So I was doing that, and then all of a sudden, time went by, and I started working for a dentist's office. Okay. And nothing. One day, Athena Dion my second drag mother.
My
second drag mother. She told me, she was like, do you want to perform for my birthday? And I was like, girl, I have not performed in 3 years.
Oh, wow.
I haven't, I knew how to get myself together.
But you hadn't been in front of people.
Yeah. It was I was like, oh Lord, I don't even know what to do. I don't know where I got my dress from. Oh, I got it from Ross, girl.
Okay.
Girl, cross-dress for less. So it was beautiful.
So you went to Ross and found yourself a dress?
I did. I found myself a dress. And I wanted to, Athena was known for, in that time, and she kind of still does, she likes white hair. So for her birthday in July, I think her birthday's in July, I was like, I'm going to give a little bit of Athena.
Right.
So I gave her the white hair. The dress from Ross. And then once I performed, I forgot about that energy. And I was like, it's time for Kelly to return. But before I performed, I told Athena, I said, before I go out back again, you best believe I'm going to invest and look good.
Yeah.
And turn a lot of heads and do my best at it. Before, when I started, I was so depressed. Like when I first started, I was depressed because I didn't know who I was. But now, having the character, the kind of like the personality that I have now, this is who I'm in,
Yeah.
I really found Kelly.
So you found Kelly also at the same time as going through the different hardships of your journey.
Yeah,
okay.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot to really find yourself.
When was the first time, and I'm still going with discovering your purpose, when was the first time that you actually experimented with the makeup?
Oh God. I want to say when Kimberly put me in drag.
Like how old were you?
Oh my God, 19.
19. That's not like it's young, but it's like late in terms of like trying something that you identify with.
It was a late in the game. It was Kimberly, then it was one of my friends, Josh.
Okay.
He put me in drag. Also, he would do my makeup. And I kind of separated from Kim for like a little bit. And then I just vibed with, I just had a connection with my friend Josh, my best friend for years.
Right.
And he started painting me. Josh, can you pay me to put me in drag, girl? Can you pay me to put me in drag, girl? And it came to a point that I had to tell him to stop.
Because you wanted to do it.
I wanted to do it, and I wanted to find my face. I wanted to find my image. And I said, if something forbid we lose our friendship, who the heck is going to pay me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just,
So that was 19. That's when you were doing radio. Did you go in drag during that time when you do the radio show?
I actually came out to Evie from Power 96. That I was gay. Actually, Evie from Power 96, I tell her, I was like, Evie, I'm bisexual. She was like, girl, you're not bisexual. Stop being so selfish. You're gay. I was like, no, Evie, you don't understand. I am bisexual. She goes, if you're bisexual, you're selfish.
Why is she saying you're selfish?
I don't know, because she's like, girl, you just have to like one thing, girl. You have to like.
I can see that. I can see why you're selfish.
And can we just put a disclaimer? It was a joke, ladies and gentlemen. So because I know people nowadays are very sensitive.
Oh, yeah.
But that's how it was. We used to joke around and stuff like that. It's not like nowadays people take things very set. Like people nowadays take things sensitive.
Yeah, they're very sensitive with things.
Have a laugh.
They don't understand how to just don't take it personal.
No.
Also, what I find is I often get approached with the question of how, because I'm a very spiritual person, how can I be understanding of like different choices and different ways of life? And well, it's exactly because of being a spiritual person that you understand that, because that means being spiritual means that you're understanding and compassionate and accepting, and you're non-judgmental. Well, so that's very important.
To me, when I hear people just be so aggressive for the gay community, for any community, why are you wasting your energy?
Exactly.
Like you can waste your energy something else, something more positive, something more beautiful. The world is too beautiful to focus on damn shit.
I know. I think the trick, and this is an enlightenment message, is not to have us fight against each other. It's to have us unite and to enable understanding to be greater. That's what that is.
Yeah.
You know, because people are sensitive about their kids or they're sensitive about certain age groups. Okay, well, when you have a greater understanding because you communicate, you're able to find, you know, dynamics that will work for both sides to be happy. When you don't do that and you start attacking each other because you're just attacking, that's kind of like primitive animal behavior.
Right.
You know, so that's the enlightenment aspect of it. So let's go back to your journey. So you were talking about how you worked at Morphe. Then when you were at Morphe, did you learn any makeup tricks? Did it assist you with anything that became part of Kelly?
Not really.
No?
Not really. Girl, I couldn't pass that like certification. I couldn't do eyeliner, girl. I could never pass.
Who can? I mean, come on.
Eyeliner is the worst. That's why I never became a makeup artist.
I was a makeup artist for Christian
I've been
Dior.
so mortified.
I was an artist for Dior for a while, and I gotta tell you, yes, liner mortifies you because you may have the
never get it right.
You can have the steadiest hand possible. If the person you're doing makeup does not sit with their face still, or they blink, or they twitch their eye, forget it. Your job is done.
It's horrible.
It's done. It's gone down the drain.
So I don't know. I enjoyed it. I did some makeup things in and there, but I don't know. To me, the makeup where I've learned makeup is in my face. I am my own canvas.
Yeah, you do a great job. Show us the.
Oh my
show us
God.
the beauty. Look at this.
I never wear black hair.
I know. We're matching. We're sisters today.
I know. I never wear black hair because black hair is very scary.
It's very. They say blondes have more fun.
Yeah, because you have to be careful with blondes too because I don't know. Some hair color I can rock and some I'm like, ugh.
For me, I've tried different genres of colors of brown and blonde. Yeah. I find that dark color seems to make me, with myself, I just feel more empowered. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I say
that's why I said black
more
looks great on you.
I know, black does.
You look dangerous. You remind me of that girl. Not Kate Winslet. Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Miss Trunchbull.
No! Matilda. No.
From Matilda.
Kate Beckinsale in that movie, Van Helsing. My favorite movie, Van Helsing. Gosh. I love that movie. With who's in that? Wait, I know the actor.
I don't even know.
I know the actor, Australian guy. He does a lot of musicals also. It'll come to me, but I know Kate Beckinsale is in it.
I don't remember who Kate
Beckinsale, British actress.
I don't remember.
She has black brown hair.
I remember.
Yeah. Okay, so you worked at Morphe. What happened after that? What was the next thing after that?
I worked for a dentist's office. It got really boring after that.
And then how you got it back into drag because you performed for a friend on their birthday,
right? For Athena.
And then after that performance, when were you then on stage again as Kelly Razzberry?
It took a little. Oh well, I went to perform at Monkey Bar.
Okay.
So here's the thing. You can't just go into thinking that you're gonna be a drag superstar.
No.
You have to really like bite the bullet and work at these bars.
Okay.
These bars that
are questionable?
No, that it's just I worked at for Monkey Bar that was $50
right
for 4 numbers. Really crazy. Really crazy. But it was my way to get back into the game.
Right. And when you say 4 numbers, is that 4 songs?
Say it again?
4 songs?
Yeah, 4 numbers, 4 songs.
4 songs. Are they together or separate?
Separate.
So you would have to stay there a set of hours.
Yeah.
You don't just
like it was
perform.
Really long. Like really, really long.
Okay.
So and nowadays you tell a girl like, hey, it's gonna be $50 for 4 numbers. I'll be like, F you, I'm not gonna do that. Who do you think you are? But sometimes you have to pay your dues.
Yeah.
And I had to start from scratch. And that's what girls don't understand. You cannot expect to be this drag superstar if you have not paid your dues.
That is true. I don't think just for drag. I think for anything that requires you to like follow your passion per se. People don't want to humble themselves to actually pay their dues. Yeah. Which means, you know, accepting to do what you do well and exceptionally well at star level, but accepting to do it for something that, you know, doesn't pay you back as much immediately. Yeah. Because the audience doesn't know yet. No one knows you. In show business, in business, in anything that is related to making money, it's never about people like to often say it's about your ability, but it's
Right.
not. It's about who you know.
Right. Oh
It's
my God, I
always
was
about
putting
who
on.
you know.
It's the wine. I was gonna be like, oh.
We're having port wine, which is from it's from my country, Portugal. It's my favorite
I
wine.
know, it's very sweet.
It's very sweet. It gets you.
Oh my word.
It opens up. It opens up the valve to truth.
Oh, the
That's
valve.
That's how I get people to say the truth.
The valve.
I give them port wine. So I often feel like people don't want to pay their dues because they feel like I'm already exceptional. Why aren't you paying me at that level?
Yeah.
But you cannot really manifest that unless you actually perform it.
Girl,
first.
I'm still paying my dues, girl. You know, it's just like, this is part of paying your dues.
Yeah.
This is what, like, this is how people get to know you.
Wait, what?
This is
Being
how
here on
people
my
get-
show is paying a due?
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
but this is what I'm trying to say. It's not about. It's like, and I'm gonna be honest.
Yes, please.
I'm not getting paid for this, bitch. I'm not getting paid. I wish I was getting paid for this shit, but I'm not. I'm paying my dues. Why? Because I need to connect with an audience. I need to have people know who I am. You cannot just go on stage and be like, I want to get paid $500. Who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? This is paying a due. Going on a float is paying your due.
Yeah.
Saying hi to everybody while you're on the float for pride is paying your due. So many doing stuff for a foundation without getting paid is paying your dues.
Yeah. And you do a lot of that, which I have to say is really sweet. I know a lot of girls in your industry, they snub at that and they have a hard time, you know, humbling themselves to doing something for nothing.
Yeah.
Because
You have to, because this industry, we're literally a man in a wig.
yeah.
We're not like top A celebrities or RuPaul Drag Race girls. That unfortunately we're not there. We have to literally continue working.
That is true. I mean, you may not think you're a celebrity. I disagree with that because I think that people that go watch you perform, to them, you are a celebrity.
Well,
Because it's not normal for them. So to see a performance, to see a performer like that close to them is amazing. They feel that.
right.
You know, they do feel that. That's the feedback that I've heard from a lot of people.
I'm gonna say something that
You just start to see it as, I do this all the time, so this is regular for me.
right, but in our community, we're like little celebrities.
Okay,
In the world, we're nobody.
that is true.
We're nobody. We don't know who you are. Nobody knows who I am. We're just, she's just a drag queen. We're queens in the club, queens. We're celebrities. We have that little limelight on us in the clubs. Outside, we're adult entertainment. And unfortunately, I know this is gonna sound kind of bad how I'm gonna say it, but we're clowns. We're clowns
It's not bad. It's
we're clowns for
It's
adults.
a type of performance.
Yeah, we're adult entertainment. When a straight couple or a straight party sees a drag queen, they just want to laugh because they know it's a man. They know it's a man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So we get our spotlight. We're celebrities in the clubs, in the gay clubs. But once we're out in the real world, girl, we're just, the buffoonery of the cocoonery. Girl, we know they're gonna get a trip.
That is true. I want to ask you this about when you were finding your purpose. How did you differentiate between I want to be a drag personality that is theatrical versus a drag personality that is more sensual? Because there's two versions.
Okay.
There's theatrical, which I think has a bigger, wider accessibility for people. And then there's a sensual, which usually has to be kept in certain arenas. You can't just have that in your Sunday brunch. It's too sensual.
Right, yeah.
So how did you figure that out for yourself?
To me, it was just holding a mic.
Okay.
The mic and just knowing, just having that ability to really capture an audience with my voice. I knew that performance, I hate performing. It takes me forever to find a song.
Okay.
It takes me forever to put a look together.
Okay.
To perform. That's not me.
You like MC?
Hosting, yeah. I love hosting. I love to gravitate an audience.
Okay.
To me, hosting is such an important thing. Of being a drag queen, it's hosting. When you have a mic, you have a voice. And you have to really just expand your voice to the audience.
So that's what led you to define or to to divide yourself from the theatrical versus the sensual.
Yeah, well, honey, let's be real. Don't eat. I get sexual when I eat Taco Bell. Let me tell. I mean, I love performing. I do, but it's not my favorite. I love really just having a mic and gravitating an audience and making them laugh. And to me, I like being more of a comedian and drag. I mean, look at me.
Okay. So,
Miss Piggy.
all right, let me continue with this. So then you did a performance for Athena for the birthday. Then you had like another year or so before you were on stage again, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, what happened? What took off for Kelly Razzberry?
Okay, so here's where it really took off. And I give thanks to TP Lords. Amazing. I love her. I've known TP for so long.
TP is a futuristic drag queen performer.
She's just a total package. That's what TP stands for. She put me to work as a door girl at Alibi.
Okay.
For a drag brunch. And I was there for a year.
A year.
And I was going hard, investing so much money on outfits. It was ridiculous. And I was there for a year and something, until one day they said, look, we're just not going to continue because of numbers, and nothing bad. It was just business.
Right.
It's business. You can't, this is drag. Drag is great, but it's not stable.
Right.
You know, it's not like you
are
blessed.
Was this before or after the pandemic for you?
This was after.
After, okay.
Yeah, this was after. And well, it was kind of like at the cuff, like after like already was dying out.
Okay.
So, you know, at the end of the day, drag is not stable. You need to have a stable job.
Yeah.
You have to, unless you're working every day like a stable queen. Yes, I understand. Okay, that's your job, because it's going really well for you. But girls like me, who don't work like almost every day, we have to have a job.
Yeah.
So
that's what I find people have a hard time accepting, is that, you know, it goes back to accepting just because you find your purpose doesn't mean that you're going to strike diamonds.
Right.
You have to have multiple streams of income.
Right.
If you can't find them, you can create them. And when you create them, you have to give time for them to grow, because they're like seeds. But also when you create, like you created a personality, Kelly Razzberry, you have to understand that doesn't mean that's going to be full time for you. That doesn't mean you give up on it, because do you feel like if you were to give this up, let's say you just woke up one day and you were like, I don't want to do this because I want to dedicate to developing a full-time career with something else, would you be happy with that?
Yes and no.
Okay, tell us.
Yes, in the sense of I will have more time to spend on Eddie. I won't spend as much time with Kelly.
Okay.
It would just be shut down. And it will be like, okay, well, if I'm gonna erase Kelly, I better get my shit together, which I need to get my shit together.
I think life is a constant getting shit together. Life is a constant of getting shit together constantly.
But if I were to just focus on Eddie, it was easier. It was easier when I was not doing Kelly.
Okay.
Because I was very working. I was just, I focus on other things. I focus on life.
Okay.
On things that you want to do. And if I were to leave, of course, I'll be kind of sad too at the same time, because that's my artistic side, very artistic. So not just having Kelly out is a lot of work, yes, but do I enjoy it? Absolutely.
Okay. So the enjoyment supersedes the feeling of, wanting to get rid of it to develop something else. That's good. All right, so that was your purpose. How did you transform? Because you have a very unique way of expressing yourself, but also representing yourself, even with your social media content, which I really like, I admire. How did you come up with the idea of turning it into a brand? It's not just a personality.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna put you.
Oh, right here. Am I sliding? Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm just like lady, There
we go.
Honey, the only thing I need right now is a beer.
There we go. Okay, so then how How did you turn it into a brand?
Um, I
Tell,
don't
tell
know.
us, tell the audience.
I don't think Kelly Razzberry is like a brand. I just think Kelly Razzberry is an all-around package.
Okay.
I can do everything you want me to like do.
Okay.
I can be kooky, I can be spooky, I can be horror, I can be glamour, I can be interview fish, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have a brand. I don't. And nowadays to be a drag queen, you need to have a brand. It's to me, I'm just Kelly Razzberry.
Everybody wants to brand
Right.
themselves.
Yeah.
So,
When I was doing the casting for RuPaul's Drag Race,
mm-hmm.
they said, "Who's Kelly Razzberry?" And I was like, "Well, I'm punk. I'm 80s." But the more I started thinking, it sounds so forced.
Right.
Kelly Razzberry's everything. Kelly Razzberry is, like I said, spooky, horror. What do you want from me? I give you Kelly Razzberry. I give you overall Kelly. You don't know when you're going to have what Kelly's going to come out with next.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a package.
It lends itself to surprise.
Yeah, I'm a surprise. Kelly Razzberry's a surprise for everyone.
When
you book me for a show, you don't know what type of Kelly you're going to get. Because I'm going to probably have my eyebrows this way and another eyebrows that way.
That's a good explanation.
I'm an artist. Kelly Razzberry's an artist. That's the brand that I give.
It's like a Picasso. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, and that's the fun about being an artist, being a drag queen.
Right.
It's I always say to myself, I'm like, I never have the same face, and I struggle. I really struggle, and I was like, it's good that I don't have the same face because I have everybody guessing what type of face I'm gonna have next.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, RuPaul's Drag Race. That was my question.
We love it. Okay, so then, how in finding your purpose and developing it professionally?
Yeah.
Where is Kelly Razzberry today?
Oh my God, Kelly Razzberry's a fucking mess right now. Sorry, can I curse on the show? Can I?
I mean, it's made for adult audiences. It's fine.
Oh, okay, good. Kelly Razzberry's a mess right now.
Okay.
No, it's just finding there's things that I want to do, there's things that I want to accomplish. I'm kind of like sad right now.
Okay.
Because, and here's why.
Tell us.
I don't want to throw a pity party.
Tell us why, Kelly.
But I'm kind of, I've invested so much in the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the part that I'm kind of like sad, I'm kind of like, I want more for myself is when I'm like not being booked as much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When I'm looking good, I'm doing so much, expanding so much with look wise and doing this. And my friend was telling me, maybe you're not giving more. And I'm like, what more can I give? There's always more to give.
Right.
But I'm like, oh my gosh. So when I see girls, and this is not being like, I hate her. No. This is, let's be real, we're all haters.
Yes.
We're all haters.
We admire each other and we're also at the same time.
We admire each other. But then you want, you want stuff for yourself.
How dare you?
You want stuff for yourself too. So
yes.
When I see other girls get so many bookings, and then I'm like, oh my God, I only got like 1 or 2. Something's wrong. So what am I doing wrong? And I still haven't pinpointed what am I doing.
So do you feel like, I'm sorry to interrupt, in the community, when you talked about getting bookings, do you feel like there is not enough sisterhood in the drag community?
No.
Where they kind of like share with others their bookings? Like, oh, I got a booking for this place, but you're coming with me to do a number also.
Honey, we're piranhas here. We're like the Shark Tank.
Or is it, I think there's also not enough places for performances. Could that be it?
No. I went to Nashville.
Yeah.
But before that, there's so many places here.
Okay.
So it's like you can work anywhere, literally. But it's just, some are just, like you said, they struck gold.
Okay.
And others are still, I can't say, oh, I'm so depressed because I'm not getting booked. No. Everything comes at your time.
Okay.
And so some girls, they started early. They started doing drag and they're working every day. Almost every day. Me, that I've been doing drag for 10 years, took a 3-year break for 10 years. Yeah, I might have like 1 or 2 bookings around there. But maybe for me, I haven't struggled. But I'm going through so many things.
Yeah.
Like doing so many other things that it's important to get noticed and stuff like that.
Because you do. Let's not knock it. You do get private bookings.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, once in a while.
And so, well, once in a while,
but you pray for those.
The once in a while private bookings sometimes are to the celebrity people. Let's not
I know,
forget this.
but this is why
it's booked by celebrities.
This is why it's in the sense of
for shows.
Yeah, but you have to be patient in this industry. You have to be patient. It might get you frustrated. It might be like, oh, girl, dang, I could have worked that shit.
Yeah.
But no, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Time will tell, and something will come up.
Okay.
You just have to be patient. That's how it is.
That's good. That's a good perspective to have. So, what is your intention for Kelly as you move forward professionally? What is something that you would really love to happen?
Oh my gosh. Let's be real. It's every drag queen's dream to be on RuPaul's Drag Race. That'd be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be amazing. To be on RuPaul's Drag Race, that'd be fantastic. But honestly, I've always had this goal for myself. To me, it's not just making it on TV. It's not. I can care less. I care about more being known and working within my community. That's what I care about. To me, if I'm known in my community and working so much that everybody knows me, then I can say, what's next?
Yeah.
We have to move forward. We have to find a way to move forward because now everybody knows me.
Mm-hmm.
I work so much in the community. Now we can move ahead and say, what's next?
I know what's next. We're going to talk about romantic involvements. How has being Kelly Razzberry affected your love life?
Oh, honey, even for Eddie, there's no. Where is he, girl? I've been trying to find him for 29 years.
I will say this, and I mentioned it to you earlier as we were preparing for this live. I said that I think I've realized the following: that people that are happy and fulfilling the purpose they've discovered that is for their life don't necessarily have in their box of what they want in life a romantic involvement. You know, it may seem like everyone else has that in their box of their life, like that's in their box. It's one of the things in their box is romantic relationship that is has longevity. But for people that are really like complete by fulfilling their purpose, whether it's in the entertainment industry, whether it's being an actor or drag, or like me, I love to write, but I also love to create content, and that is so fulfilling for me that by the time you turn around for a relationship, or if a relationship happens, it's almost like it might deter you from being able to do those things that is your purpose. So maybe the thought that you have that you can't find the one, it's not that you can't find the one. I think maybe it's just you've already found the one, and the one is the purpose you're fulfilling for your life.
Yeah, well, I've always wanted a relationship. Let's be honest. If let's say a guy right now said, "Hey, baby," hey, baby. No, I don't know about that.
Come on in my ranch.
No, that's sexy.
Come to my ranch.
It better be air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
So no, look, I've never been in a relationship. I've never found love, and that's so crazy to say. 29.
Well, I love you, Kelly.
Well, thank you. Oh, honey, but I'm looking for love in a different type of way. So I have not been able to find that type of person.
Right.
And I'm very picky. I'm very picky for the important things. Family person, friends.
The character traits.
Right. A good heart and just a good personality. If you can make me laugh, because I make everybody laugh, ooh.
That's wonderful.
Funny. Check it out. Because he's making me pee. And I want to pee. I want to piss my pants. I want to change my bloomers. You know what I'm saying? I want to change my panties. Because I peed on myself. But I haven't found that. And Miami's very hard because always the guys here is what you do, how you look, and just personality. Not even that. They don't care about that. They just care about how you look and what you do and how much money you got. And I haven't been able to really find that now. I took 3 years. I didn't do Kelly. I was living as Eddie.
Right.
And I still didn't find love. I'm even now I'm more confident about myself because now like drag is literally like an army.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're enter like gay drag army.
Okay.
Because you build so much confidence in yourself
Mm-hmm.
that nothing can faze you.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, like the person that I need to find needs to be in love with Eddie, but be Kelly's biggest fan.
Okay.
And it's hard.
Why is it hard? Why do you think it's difficult?
Maybe they're intimidated. It's intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of femininity.
Mm-hmm.
It's seeing a whole different person than who you're dating.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go out to the clubs, they might feel jealous.
Okay.
Because you're getting that attention.
Okay.
It's just so many roles. It's a lot of money. Like let's say if I'm with somebody. Hey, babe, you want to go to Mexico? No, babe, I gotta purchase a dress. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Girl, I gotta purchase a dress. It's for a show. We're doing Beauty and the Beast. That's how we think.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we're not making, but we do it for the community. We do it for the show, and it's so hard for me. Like, really gonna buy a dress? It's that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my mind is at.
Have you had scenarios where the person has been a fan of Kelly, but they don't know how to understand that Kelly and Eddie are the same person?
Oh my god.
Like they can't separate them.
Oh.
I mean, they don't understand it's the same person, so it's like they're shocked, or you know.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my god, I'm afraid that he's really gonna see this.
I don't know if he's gonna see this.
Remember that time that you went to go to brunch and there was a guy that I invited?
I think so. I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
So I have a feeling I
don't know how popular this podcast is.
Oh my god! But I'm gonna put this on my Facebook and Instagram.
But okay, so go ahead. Just give us a generalization of that event.
I had a feeling. Oh my god, he's gonna kill me. No, but I'm actually got to know him. It's actually very nice.
Right.
I had a feeling like he was so gravitated by Kelly that I didn't think that he really liked Eddie. And yeah,
it made you feel that way.
Yeah, like I've only had that a couple times where I feel like people are gravitated by Kelly, but not Eddie. Because Eddie's just, honey, out of drag, I'm a trucker. Out of drag, give me like 3 or 5 cigarettes, give me country music, and a truck.
I think it's that mindset that we all have, that we just see ourselves as just regular. We don't credit ourselves as being like, to another person, you're another universe. You're completely new and you're amazing. But since we see ourselves every day, with or without being done up, because even as a woman who is not in the drag world, there's Carla that's out of bed, and there's Carla that looks like this. This to me is my drag. I mean, I have more production than this, but this is an example of drag. So but because I see this every time whenever I get ready, and I also see the morning person, I just feel like, what's the big deal about that person? Right. But to another individual, you're an entire new, it's like a trip for them. It's like they've gone to Japan.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of just programming your mind that this is what you're getting yourself into.
So what happened with that person, with that situation?
Oh, we're still friends.
Okay,
we are still friends.
That's
good
to be friends. Maybe you're not meant. Not everybody we meet that we're attracted to. That's another thing that is a spiritual enlightenment for people. Yeah. Not everyone you meet that's attracted to you or that you feel attracted to is for romantic involvement. A lot of times you're attracted to people because of their energy, and that attraction is meant to have you form a friendship,
right,
or a bond that is friendship like, because that's what you're supposed to be to one another. But since we confuse attraction with, I just want to take my clothes off and be with that person,
right,
that's where we mess it up, because we don't apply discernment to our attractions. We just go based off of our physical instinct. But if we apply discernment, I promise you're going to understand why some attractions didn't become, connections or relationships. They weren't meant to be that.
Yeah, and I didn't get to mention, I went to Nashville.
Right.
Because we're talking about that.
Romantic involvement.
Yeah, we're talking
about where to find love.
Yeah, and I went to Nashville. I was dying to go to Nashville, Tennessee.
It's beautiful.
Like I said, I'm a trucker out of drag. I love country music. I love fishing. I love trucks. All that.
All right.
Right.
Wait, was that
Yeah.
was that country? That sounded British. All right.
That was British.
That was British, wasn't it? All right.
So I went, and it was just only 2 gay clubs. 2 gay clubs in Nashville.
In all of Nashville.
And baby, they have
that means it's a huge marketplace for drag queen.
Not really.
No.
Not really. The only drag queens that I saw, honey, I went and drag on Saturday, and I felt like an alien. Like, it's not like here in Miami where I go and drag and be like, work, girl, work. No, it was none of that.
Okay.
They'll be like, oh, wow, you look really pretty. And I'm here, like, with, like, big old platform boots looking like an alien. From the stairs, I hear, he reminds me of RoboCop. Because I was literally with my, like light up glasses.
Yeah.
You know?
So tell us about the journey there. Like, what happened?
It was really... I will never go and drag again, but because I would like to just really talk to the community.
Mm-hmm.
There was an upstairs bar. Everybody was smoking, talking, drinking. And I love that. I would have been like... I could have been more of a Buddha out of drag.
We don't know what that means.
You know? You're not in this club. Because in the first day that I went on Friday, I had such a good time out of drag. So in Nashville, there's more an opportunity of finding someone. So I think because what you get is what you get. It's not like here where we have ADD. We're like, we can go here, we can go here. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? No, there's only 2 clubs, and at 2:30 there's last call for alcohol, and at 3 o'clock they put on those lights. Honey, they put on those lights. I had a mustache. I didn't even give me a chance to breathe. They didn't even give me a chance to say, please, just give me just 1 second to retouch. Honey, they weren't scared, honey, and turning that light on.
Okay, that was good.
So it's just, it's different.
So you think there's a greater chance for love somewhere else?
Absolutely. Honey, if I go to Michigan, I'll probably be married with a golden retriever in a house.
But you brought up a good point. The point of people here have ADHD.
Yes, we're
there's just
so on the go.
But not even that. There's just so much. There's so many good-looking people because people are so focused on the physical and on the distracting with makeup, but mostly the physical. And there's easy access to physical enhancements or cosmetic surgery. That's what they're looking at.
Yeah.
And then they're not really developing depth with a person. They're not giving depth a chance to develop with a person.
Absolutely.
There's
no connections. And over there in Nashville, I really loved it because it was like we went to this taco shop. I think we're in a gay neighborhood. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know. I could not tell. Because when you go to Wilton Manors, you're in the neighborhood.
Right.
So.
But not there.
No, I didn't know. I was.
Are they more discreet with it in Nashville?
I was like, "Where's the gays?" I was dying. I was dying for the gays.
Right.
Sometimes I see so many gays. I'm like, I'm tired of the gays.
Right.
But they gave me like 2 minutes. And I'm like, "Where's the gays? I need them." So I went to this taco shop, and honey, there was like this little group of gays eating their tacos. The waiter was the guy in charge was gay as well. Honey, the boys were sickening, girl.
Tacos.
I love white boys. And all the white boys, literally, like high-rise jeans, a shirt tucked in, blue eyes or green eyes, and a cowboy hat. Ooh. Honey, I was leaking everywhere.
All right, ma'am.
I was like, honey, I was like a broken AC unit in a car, honey. I was leaking everywhere. Oh my God, it was so yummy. So it was just. For sure, that there has to up north. There has to be more of an opportunity because you get what you get.
You get what you see.
Right.
You get what you
and
get.
People are not very critical. People are not very critical in the sense of here's another thing. Why here is so difficult? Because it's like, well, how big is it, honey?
Oh God.
How big is it? If it's not big enough, I'm not into you, and that's reality. If you're not cut.
Again, the physical.
Oh, and if you're not masculine, I'm not into you. So I somebody asked me, he's like, "Are you masculine?" I'm like, "Girl, I'm just me."
What does that mean by masculine?
Masculine, like you in the sense of macho man.
Okay.
Like, so if they see me feminine, oh honey, they're not gonna be interested in me because they're looking for masculine.
Right.
So that's another thing that we're kind of like. So that's another thing
that.
why it's so hard to find a relationship.
Right.
Because everybody's looking for masculine.
I also think that I was just watching this series on Netflix. It's called Glamorous. Glamorous on Netflix.
Can I be real?
With Kim Cattrall.
Can I be real?
What?
I hated it.
You hated it? The reason I bring it up is because they're
feminine. He's a feminine.
He was feminine, but look at in that show, it was very much about being in love with someone who they were having a relationship, but the reason why they wanted to keep it secret was because the person they were having a relationship with wasn't masculine enough.
Yes.
And they didn't know how to showcase that to their friends and coworkers, and they didn't know how to navigate that way. So I feel like it comes back to the individual.
Very hard.
No, I feel like it comes back to the individual not accepting themselves. Because when you accept yourself and you are 100% like satisfied with yourself in terms of like, I accept me the way that I am, I love me the way that I am, and because of that, I know how to love another person the way that they are, you know, with flowers on their head or whatever it is that they do, because I fall in love with that, right? So I want to bring that with me. I'm not going to ask that person, for instance, like, you know what, we're going to go with this group of people, don't put flowers on your head. It's going to be like, what that, like, why would you do that to someone that you care about? It's like me asking you, you know, you're coming to my place, Kelly, to film the show, but after the show, take all your stuff off because I want my neighbors to see it.
Exactly.
It's like, then how am I being authentic and saying that I'm understanding and non-judgmental and I'm open to it and I love it and I love you? So I think that's what happens with guys or even women who are in same-sex scenarios is when they don't truly accept themselves because they're still battling with self-love. That's why they look for someone that fits a certain pattern for them. Yeah. And they hide behind the fact of, oh no, that's just my preference. That's the type of person I would like for myself. No, it's not. It's because you still haven't accepted yourself. So you're afraid of and the love that might happen with whoever because you don't want it to be different than that pattern because that pattern will allow you to still hide. You see? Yeah. That pattern allows them in certain arenas to still hide. And I don't think you should be hiding anywhere. I don't think you should feel like you have to hide. Right. Because it's nobody's business when it comes to that situation.
But unfortunately, that's and let me tell you, even talking to a guy, like out of drag and everything, when I don't mention drag right away.
Okay. Because you mean when you say talking, you mean talking for like romantic involvement?
Right. Well, just trying to get
like
somebody.
Dating, like you're getting to know them. You're
right. Just getting to know somebody. I mean, I've gotten so tired. It's like, good morning. Go after yourself. And, honey.
Damn, Eddie.
You know, because I don't want to hear another good morning because I know it's not going to go nowhere.
Okay.
Let's be real. And, honey, let's be all real. We're all tired of good morning messages.
Good morning and hey.
Hey, good morning. How's your day? Don't ask me. Let's go to lunch. You know, kids
or like, hello, how is your day, babe?
Hey, how's your day, babe? You want to go to lunch later?
That would be great.
Amazing.
Let's meet up for coffee.
Let's meet up for coffee. Let's meet up for dinner. Let's meet up for something. Hey, you want to walk around the park? Well. No,
don't say it.
No. I don't do no walking, baby.
I know.
So, girl, I don't do no walking. Woo, that's a lot of sweating.
Okay. But I know what you're saying. You're talking about when it comes to dating nowadays, people are not taking that step of like, hey, let's meet for coffee.
Well, so it's not even that. So I don't like to mention drag that I'm a drag queen right away because
you meet them as Eddie.
Yes and no, because if I were to meet somebody, they would know right. I've gotten to a point nowadays that, hey, they ask me, what do you do? I work this. Hey, and also I'm a drag queen. Why? Because I just got into a point, I don't have time to waste. Yeah. I'm 30. I'm going to be 30.
That's an amazing age.
Yeah, I'm going to be 30.
And you know what?
I look like the number 30.
You just brought up a good good perspective when it comes to romantic involvements and who you are. It's the fact that you don't have time to waste. It doesn't mean that you're trying to be controlling or speed things up, but it's like at a certain season of your life, you just don't have time to be like, okay, I'm going to go with the flow.
No, I don't have time for that. No.
Go with the flow.
No, I don't have time for that. If I go to the flow, I just have sex.
Yeah, or go with the if I'm going to go with the flow, first of all, I'm a surfer on a surfboard, which means I'm alone. So I'm going to be alone on a surfboard then.
Yeah, I just don't have time. I don't have time to waste anymore. I've gotten so confident with myself that
and that's a beautiful thing.
That if you're not gonna take all this, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of body. But if you're not,
but curvy is sexy though.
But hey, if you're not gonna just take all of this, move on, because I'm not gonna force something, and I don't want you to force something on me because it's not gonna work out.
So you let them know up front that you're Kelly.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Kelly. Well, after we talk and say, and sometimes I'm like, okay, this can't, maybe.
You try.
And I'm like, let me just put it out there. Honey, I said I say that when you say that you're a drag queen, it's like the kiss of death.
Why do you say that?
Because it disappears so quickly. So if I'm not into somebody, that's what I say. So fast. I'm a drag queen. And I never hear from them again.
Now, but here's another question that came to me in relationship to that situation. Is it that they have a hard time dealing with it, or is it that they might be jealous and they can't handle seeing other people love on you?
Who knows?
Because it could be that.
Who knows?
It could be that they can't handle the love coming to you.
Like I said, they don't want femininity. Okay. And that's strong. We're very strong. We're strong. We're warriors for the community.
Right.
That's who we are as drag queens. We have a voice. We need to use it for the community. We are warriors.
Yeah.
So it can be that. It can be that we're very intimidating. You know, when you see us, you know, and they don't want to date somebody femininity. And unfortunately, can I be honest?
Go ahead. Be honest.
But it's I wouldn't date somebody so feminine. I will need a balance in the scale.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
But right, you need a balance in your scale, because if there's only one queen in the house, and that's me. So,
no, but
that's good.
You're making a very good point.
But now, if I met somebody that's very feminine, and I say to myself, he's really into me. There's something that I wouldn't think twice. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be like, this guy fell out of nowhere, and this guy is so amazing towards me. Let's give it a go.
So are you saying you would let go of Kelly for love, for relationship?
Yes, no. I probably will put Kelly to rest for a little bit. Focus on love for a little bit. Baby, you want to go to the Bahamas? Let's go.
Yeah.
I won't stop love. I won't stop. I've done everything. I've done almost everything.
I think that's another thing people sometimes struggle with, is not realizing that it's not about compromising.
Right.
People sometimes there's a whole section in Barnes and Noble all about how relationships involve compromise. It's not. Compromise is such a negative word. I think it's about you recognizing, you know, it's time to put this part of my life maybe on hold for a minute and maybe focus on this part of my life.
Will always
and put that, and it's seasons of life. So maybe when it comes to romantic life, and I've even found this for myself, you have to put another thing on pause in order to develop another thing. Right. So it's not really a compromise. It's you just choosing to do one now because the other one's going to be on hold. And if that one doesn't turn out to be the way that you would think it could be, then you go back to the other thing, and then you pick up from where you were at. Right. But a relationship romance requires time.
Of course.
No matter how we look at it.
Of course.
From both sides.
I've already, yes, there's so much things that I have to do. But if I were to find somebody right now and take time to really get to know that person, absolutely. Absolutely.
So do you prefer meeting people as Eddie, or do you prefer meeting people romantically? Like when you bump into someone, are you comfortable meeting them as Kelly or Eddie?
Oh my gosh, Eddie, of course.
Okay.
I will never meet anybody else Kelly. Well, there's been some.
I mean, you never know.
There's been some cases.
You never know.
There's been some.
Have you had, when it comes to romance, have you had people that are fans of Kelly pursue you? No. That hasn't happened?
No, because I'm not. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No. Only it's just everything when it comes to romance and getting to know somebody has always been Eddie.
Has always been Eddie?
Yeah. Yeah, Kelly's too much. Okay. I mean, have I done things with her? Absolutely. I had my fantasy, let's be real. I've had my fantasy as wanted to have have, like, just be Kelly and do things, you know?
Yeah.
Of course, I've had that experience. It was an experience. It's a lot of work.
Right. It's too much work to
Yeah,
have
no,
all
no,
that
no.
on.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, I think that you've given us some great insight
I know.
into
This
what
has
it's
been
like
so
to be in
fun.
the drag world as
I mean,
Kelly
there's so much more.
Razzberry.
There's so much more, but you know, it's just, oh my god, I can go on and on.
We're gonna have another episode where we're gonna talk about other things
I know.
related to the drag queen community, but also related to, you know, what it is that you do in the community. Maybe have some other celebrity performers with us. I would love that. But for today, we are going to leave it here.
Yes.
We talked about purpose. We talked about developing your purpose into your career and romantic involvements with Kelly Razzberry.
This was so much fun.
Thank you for
Girl,
being on my show.
So I had my whole glass of wine still, and she drank everything.
I drank all the poor wine.
I know.
Oh my god. And so now we're going to go to a performance.
I know.
So don't forget to follow me on Instagram at lightworker143 and Kelly
And
on
then
Instagram.
Kelly, KELLY _RAZZBERRY.
Yes, awesome. I'm going to put it in the facts of this video.
And whoever's single, 786-597. I'm joking.
Thank you so much for joining, guys.
Bye, guys.
I'm going to see you soon for another episode. And who knows, maybe next time we're going to talk about something else that is juicy or spiritually enlightening.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Bye.
Okay, now it's going to upload.